and happy March 1st. I am sitting on my back porch with the sunshine on my face, and today is March 1st, y'all. Can you believe that we made it? We survived, and spring is 20 days from today. I cannot believe it. Today we are going to go over the March checklist. I want to share with you a couple of things that I am working on and give you some ideas for yours, because you know we have to make our checklist together. It's an accountability thing. For February, I made quite a lofty goal in my checklist, and a lot of the things did not get completed. So rather than spending a lot of time talking about that, I wanted to share with you, I did get my winter sewing done. And you can see over my shoulder here, I have 70 containers completed. Yes, I got them done. I'm so excited about that. I spent a lot of time doing the winter sewing and didn't get to much else, like I said. So this month, let's talk about all the things that we want to be doing, starting with an overall landscape plan. What my goal is for March is to begin doing an overall sort of a tour, if you will, of my landscape. I want to take pictures, and I really want to remember what it looks like right now while everything isn't quite grown in yet. And I also want to document sort of where we are month to month. I didn't do it in January or February because it's just so boring. I should have, but I didn't. It's okay, water under the bridge. So I'm going to start doing a yard tour, including my front and backyard and my garden, just to see how much it has changed from winter to spring to summer to fall. And I was going to say maybe that, that's an idea. Think of your landscape as a whole. Identify any beds, take pictures, document where you're at right now. And then also, if you have any beds you want to renovate, take note of those, take pictures, and let's start making some plans. So the bed below me is one that I have been talking about since January, and it's one that I am going to design, and that design is going to happen hopefully this month. Let me show you these beds from up here. It's a different angle. So we've got this bed. This is my sort of my eye-shaped bed. There's my garden, so you can kind of see where it's at. We have the bed that runs in front of the hot tub, which is over there. We need to pressure wash so bad. Lots of shades of green. Oh, can you see the pansies? Aren't they gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And Riley. Hey, Riley. Hey. Pansies and violas are the sunshine in my day. So pretty. And this is the other side. This is the sunny side of the bed renovation. I'm thinking we should go plant shopping for inspiration, see what we can find. And so if you have a bed you want to renovate, you could do it along with me. So that is something for March. Also, the lawn. So let's go look. Actually, we can do it right here. The sun won't be in our eyes. I have a project that's going on. I am renovating my fescue lawn to be fully Bermuda. And so I have some ryegrass out right now that's absolutely gorgeous. We just sowed it all the way here. And so that's sort of a cover grass until we go to transition. So if you have a cool season grass like my neighbor's fescue lawn over here, you can go ahead and aerate and overseed now if you missed that in the fall. If you did seed in the fall, you can go ahead and start your weed program if you want to put out your weed and feed. You don't have to do anything if you've already done it, but now is the opportunity. If you have a warm season grass, like what I'm going to do with my Bermuda, you're going to want to wait until next month, which is April, and that's when you plant your Bermuda, your warm season grasses, and you can fertilize. So I am working through my transition of going from fescue to rye to Bermuda. And so in the month of March, I'm going to just really be researching all the steps that I want to take, because Bermuda is not something that is normal for me, although I am really excited about it. I think it's going to be much better for us, and so I'm excited about it. Coming out my front door, if you remember last month, we talked about my espalier, Carolina jasmine on my wall. It is a focal point and looks super bad. I've come in here and started picking out the dead leaves, and I do see some signs of life, so I'm thinking I'm going to buy another plant and just pop it in the ground and not take down what I'm doing. So part of my March checklist is going to be, I've got some repairs for my brackets and trying to pick out the dead. This is the rejuvenation that did not get done. I'm gonna come up with a plan for that, my lawn transition, and then what I wanna look at is this front bed. I have winter sown. I'm really going to enhance this, but what I wanted to talk about now is pruning. Right now, you can go in and you can pop off these spent flowers of your hydrangeas. These are limelight hydrangeas, or little lime hydrangeas, and I have limelight over there. And so you can go ahead and prune those off if you have those. This bed is going to take a major renovation, so really excited about that. And I'm going to do my hypertufa. I just wanted to show you, is that grass not gorgeous? So pretty. All right, so as we start walking down to the backyard, what I wanted to remind you of as you're thinking about pruning is you do not want to prune any of the spring flowering plants like your camellias, azaleas, rhododendron, lilacs. You want to wait until right after they are finished blooming, which, you know, could be late spring. It just depends on what plant it is. So I have to tell you, I am terrified of bats. We have bats they come every year. My husband thinks it's the greatest thing ever because they eat bugs, but they live on the side of our house in like this siding, not in it, but it's like exposed to the outside. And I don't know, they're making they're making some crazy noises today. Let me see if you can hear them. That's terrifying. I do not like bats. Okay, so I'm just gonna be over here, not with the bats. So if I run, one of the things on my checklist is to pressure wash. So this patio didn't get done, it needs to get done, and also the house, we need to get on that. So let's look at the garden. That is huge on my checklist for this month. I have decided to go ahead and do the arbor here like I talked. I want to thank you all so much for great suggestions. I'm still on the fence. I don't know what I want to do as far as the flowering vine, but I did decide I am going to put a arbor here. Not sure if it's going to be a cattle panel or not. So I guess I kind of made a decision, but not all of the decisions. So one of the things that is huge on my list for March is to finalize my vegetables. I have not purchased any of the vegetables. I take that back. I've started tomatoes and I've started my peppers, but that's it. So I want to get the rest of what I plan on starting. And I am also going to fix this pathway. You can kind of see it's spotted. Heavy traffic. I'm actually going to sod it using clumps of grass that have grown in my beds over the winter in my garden. And so I'm going to use free sod. Free is good. Free is very good. So this used to be a plant bed. I'm going to use all of this grass that is in here and I'm going to line the pathway. I'm going to fix that and any other areas along my pathways that need to be repaired. I'm going to do that. Really excited about that. And then I'm going to get some compost from our local landfill. They take all the leaves that they collect and they turn it into compost, and you can go and buy it by the truckload. So I'm going to put compost out all over my garden beds and get those ready. And I want to encourage you, if you have bed prep to be done, if you can get out and work in the garden, go ahead. Even if it's still snow on the ground, maybe there's something you can get out and do. If not, just take a walk. It does something so great for your soul. Anyway, I want to show you my winter sown containers. I've got a few that have germinated. So this go round, when we have a couple of 30s coming up in the forecast, so I will be protecting these. I learned that lesson in my winter sown 3 ways experiment. So a couple of mine have germinated. Let me tell you about those, and you tell me what you think. If they get down in the 30s, not freezing, but in the 30s, I still think that's too cold for these. So you let me know what you think, because you guys are genius. All right, let's look. So these are bachelor buttons, I believe. Yes, bachelor buttons that have germinated. I've got a few stock, some summertime. Let me find, I just think that's the cutest name, summertime. My bee balm lambada, do a little shimmy. My anise. So this is status. Status is really coming up. Okay, you guys let me know what you think of those. Let me know if you think I need to protect them in a different way, take them in, put them in the greenhouse. I can heat the greenhouse, or I can leave it unheated. So you guys let me know what you think on the ones that I said had germinated. What do you think? I want to protect them, so we'll do whatever I need to do. So the last project I'm going to be working on my checklist is going to be my hybrid teas and pruning them, fertilizing, making sure I'm cleaning any dead canes out, and just checking them over really well for any issues. Some things that I was going to remind you of that you could do for your landscape is obviously start sowing those vegetable seeds, or tomatoes, anything that you want to grow in your garden. You can start those indoors now. Depending on where you are, you may be able to start them outside. I'm talking about for zone 7B, that's where I'm at. So just do your research on that. You can go ahead and do soil samples. If you are unsure of a certain area, the needs or the nutrients that are needed, you can do your full landscape. For us here in North Carolina, we can submit a soil test for any area through our local ag extension agency, and they send it to our state testing lab, which is at NC State, or in NC State. And so you can do that, and you can find out the nutrients that are deficient in the bed, what you need, what's lacking, if there's an overabundance, what you do. You can do your lawn, your beds, your garden, anything like that. And it's fantastic. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Something else you can do is get some mulch. Mulch is a great time to put out right now while everything's coming to life. No leaves are falling. You can be doing start your lawn maintenance program, mowing, edging, blowing. You can, if you're doing a pre-emergence weed control, you can do that. Just, for your location, just check. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help. So the next checklist we do will be April, and we get to start planting, at least here in Zone 7B. So know when I talk, I'm talking about here. You guys in California, I know you're probably able to do things well before we are. And you people up north, I'm so sorry, just hang tight. It's almost over. It's going to be warm, and this winter, this snow that's probably on the ground where you are at is just going to be a thing of the past. We got to hold tight and let that be your encouragement. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Please leave comments, introduce yourself, what's happening in March for you, and I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you all have a chance to get your hands dirty today and have a fantastic day. Take care.